All right, Tyler, so we go way back. Remember seeing you at St. George's. No one knew who you were. Under-recruited. You land at George Mason. Spin forward. You're at Marquette, Big East Player of the Year, taking this team to the tournament multiple years. How did this happen?
That's a question I asked myself, too. My dad, we had went on a visit soon after there. He's like, I think you should commit there. I think it was my junior year or something like that. And first offer I got, he had no clue. He didn't know any better because he'd never been through this process. And, you know, looking back on that now to where we are and where we are at this moment, it's been pretty special. And, you know, I couldn't have ever imagined it.
What was the most difficult part of this journey?
I'd say jumping up a level from George Mason to Marquette. You know, I went through some struggles early on there and kind of digging myself out of that hole and crawling back up to kind of the top of the mountain in college basketball was something that I'm really proud of.
Very coachable. You had a great relationship with Shaka Smart. You were an extension of him in a lot of different ways. How did that work?
He kind of sets the culture, and, you know, I bought in right away. If your leaders are bought into the head coach's message and what he's all about, then everybody else will fall in line as well. And, you know, I knew that from very early on when I first got there. You know, I came in with him, and he was trying to set the foundation, set the culture right from day one. And, you know, I didn't know any better. I'd never been a part of something like that had meaning behind it, you know, that had different principles that we wanted to follow. And, you know, once I really got on board with it and understood it, then I just took it and ran with it.
This journey that you're on, getting to the NBA, you know, each step of the way, I felt like you got more and more confident. When did the NBA piece come to where you say, you know what, I can do this?
I mean, I wasn't even so much thinking about the NBA. You know, it was kind of a vast, vague dream in the future. I was at George Mason. I didn't know any better. And even my first year at Marquette, saw some guys, you know, we had a kid, Justin Lewis, who was maybe getting looked at by some NBA teams, but you know, I never thought that, me personally, I was that level. And like you said, it goes back to confidence. And, you know, I'd kind of lost my confidence, lost my way about me. But, you know, coming back for that second year at Marquette, kind of getting my feet wet, really grow into the person and the man that I would ultimately become. And it really started at that moment, you know, just becoming secure within myself. And, you know, from maybe midpoint on last year, I really gained that confidence back and you know, took it and ran with it and was able to be the Big East Player of the Year and All-American, do the same thing this year, All-American again. But, you know, the NBA stuff really, Coach Smart had always said, oh, you're not coming back next year. From the get-go, he said that. And I was like, right at the beginning of the season last summer, I was like, what are you talking about? I'm here till the end of the line. I'm running through a wall for you. And, you know, it kind of became more and more realistic as the season went on. And here we are.
Playmakers in the NBA, you better be a good leader, winner, tough, and you're gonna have different size guys coming at you. How ready are you for that?
I'm as ready as I can be. You know, my whole life I've been that kind of underdog, that gritty toughness. That's my whole mentality. That's who I am. That's my makeup as a person. So, you know, just carrying that with me to that next level along with that confidence is going to be something that'll suit me well.